And let's stay with that story. Let's bring in now some legal expert from Advocate Modidima Mannya to explain the critical legal issues here arising from that Mugabe House shooting. And Sir, thank you so much for your time this evening. I just want to start off here. Sophie was talking about the issues taking place at the house and also talking about what the family can explore. At the center of this case is that missing firearm. What do you make of the fact that this firearm is still missing, and what does it mean for the case?
Yes, good evening, and good evening to your viewers. I think that the people who are accused are making it difficult for themselves. It doesn't mean without the firearm, a case of attempted murder is not going to be preferred, because if there is expert evidence which demonstrates that the wounds were inflicted by a firearm, and it's very easy to determine that, the case will still continue. But they are making it difficult because if a firearm was used, the possibility is that it is probably an illegal firearm, which could expose whoever is responsible for further charges. But by hiding the firearm, you are also defeating the ends of justice. So I think those who are playing games with the police are making it difficult for themselves. And I think it's going to have a major impact on whether they are cooperating with the state and whether that should be considered in their bail application.
And Mr. Mannya, many people also asking the critical question here, and that comes to whether if police can't track down this firearm, can it weaken the case?
Not necessarily. I think, as I say, if the firearm is found, it will make it easy, but it may as well be that it's an illegal firearm, or even if it's a legally obtained firearm, it could expose the owner of the firearm to more trouble. But I don't think the absence of the firearm is going to weaken the case. In fact, there is evidence of a person who's been injured. If that person were to die, the charge of attempted murder will change to murder.
And when it comes to looking at the legal prospects of this case, what do you make of it so far?
You know, look, I mean, what we know thus far is that somebody has been injured one way or the other, whether it's through a firearm or whatever the case may be. That person is in hospital. We know that there were people in the house, and those people are now suspects. They've been arrested. So I think there is a sound basis for a case. They must still appear in court. The state will be entitled to secure a further 7 days for further investigation. And ultimately, I think somebody will ultimately tell the truth of what happened in that house. But as matters stand, there's a basis to prefer charges against them.
Can we expect more charges, like you're saying, that can be, put on these two suspects so far who are behind bars as we speak?
Yes, and probably, I mean, as police investigations continue, there might as well be that there are more people who are involved in this thing. I think I heard somebody give a sense that there seems to be some things that are generally happening in that environment. So there might as well be other things that come out of this investigation other than the issue of the gun and the attack on this individual who we are told was shot.
All right, Mr. Mannya, thank you so much for that analysis. That's legal expert there, Advocate Modidima Mannya, just weighing in on that story for us, and that pertaining to that shooting which took place yesterday at the Mugabe House in Hyde Park.